So I got my infrareds back, right? And I painted them, customized them. The person, it was a complicated deal thing. And the person that I gave them to messed them up real bad. I mean, look at that right there, cracked. Whitened up the black part for some reason. More cracking on this side. Peeling of paint right there, over here. Can't really see because of the light, but right there you see little specks of peeled paint. Over here. Right here he rubbed some like red crayon on it or something. I have no idea. See his scuff there. Peeling paint on the infrared bar. It's just a mess on this shoe, and the front bar too. This is even worse. There's cracking paint right there, and some worse. You can see a little bit of peeling speckles right there. More peeling paint on the blue. You can kind of see that. Smudge on the back, smudge on the red right there. More cracking of the paint. More cracking of the paint right there. And the worst about it all, well, this bar. And the worst about it all, he whitened this. Worst about it all, that. I don't know how, or I just imagine he cut it somehow, but I'm gonna clean all this off, all that paint, and this is what I'm gonna be putting on it. And I got this kit from King of Sneakers, and it's a pin that goes on the front, with lace caps that kind of messed up when I got them. They were messed up, so I am ordering new ones, hopefully. My other camera that I was supposed to use but didn't have an SD card for. And these lace locks, they're like, put the lace, you'll see blue laces that match really nicely on the shoes. You'll see afterwards. And an Xbox 360 controller with it. So we got paper laid out and everything, and this depends on one thing. Like, I'm going to restore this to the same mint blue, black, and red like I intended to have it stay. But instead, like, of just keeping this part black and this part blue, I was thinking of maybe doing like either a cement on the black and on the the red part, or having like this gray on like splattered kind of like cement on the black areas. Not on this, of course, but like, you know, on like the I don't know what it's called, sections of the black. And maybe on the red. I don't know about the red, but that's gonna be kind of tough. But I'm gonna maybe, and yeah, the black down here too. Or having the blue, like cement kind of colored, this kind of mint blue. It's actually a gift box blue apparently. Splattered on the black, and I won't need to tape it because it's already blue, and I can just repaint over top of the little splatter marks that landed on the blue. I could do that, or third option, I can take the black that is over on my computer table with my preparer and take a little bit of the black and do a little cement kind of design on the blue. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but when we get there, we'll figure it out. And I don't know whether I should, but I feel like changing the red to purple or some other color. Red seems too like plain and eminent, but I don't know if that's a word, but it sounds like a cool word. But I feel like I should leave the red. But we're gonna get started and do the first part first, and then we'll paint this shoe last because we're doing this first. We'll paint this shoe last. finished the little crack part. Got a bit too much of holding there, so like, see how it's like pushing it to the side. So you're gonna want to take the small ones off. That's what I figured out, and then kind of push it this way some, a clamp, and it's gonna twist like that. You can check it now and then. I would wait about 20 minutes before checking this completely. I'm gonna keep this like totally out of the way of the paint. I'm gonna set it on my blue computer. Don't want to do that. Set it on the blue computer table like this, and I'll leave it there for about 5, 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. And I got this towel here. The only reason I got the towel is to wipe the super glue off, because you don't want that on your fingers. It's gonna stay there a while. And you also wanted that air duster, just to like, it like kind of like, since the plastic is kind of, you know, moist in a sense, you kind of want to, like, you feel it's like all smooth and kind of feels moist to the touch, like greasy sort of. So that duster, if you tip it upside down, a little bit of stuff comes out, and then just makes it like a little bit damp. And then you just want to dry it for the air duster about, hold it for there about 30 seconds ish, and just move it around there, and that'll get it so it'll apply the super glue on easier, and it'll stay on easier. It's just what I learned this. So now what we're gonna do on this shoe first is probably, this is gonna be last because that's the easiest part probably. So what I'm gonna do first, since I don't have that much black, I'm gonna save this part because I might not need that. The laces might cover that up, but I might get some more. I'm gonna do this side, because this side looks like, I mean, it's not as much as this side, but still, we're going on to this side. So I finished the blue on the left side of the shoe, at least the first coat. I mean, I'm done with this stripe area, like, permanently, unless I get like some black on it, which I'm probably gonna, probably gonna lightly tape it, so I don't get that much paint on it. But this is gonna take a second coat, because if you can see, let me provide a shadow, a bit of a shadow. There's a little red spot on there, it goes up a bit, so I'm gonna have to add a second coat to that when it dries. But it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see how our super glue thing is. Taking it off is probably the scariest part. You don't know if it's gonna mess up or not. Yeah, it looks good. it's not really that noticeable. And see the crack a little bit right there. You can see that because of shadow. That painted over black, won't even notice at all. This side, a little different. You can see the crack going all the way down here, but nobody pays attention to that side, except for your Achilles heel. So, well, I let that shoe dry over here, not near the paint, because I've learned my lesson from setting shoes near paints at all times. It's bad. And we're not going to work on this side yet because I still want to let this dry up for about a day. Finish drying up, and the only way you can really notice it if there's a little shine right here. Like, see a little shine when I move it. I don't think you can see that, but it's a little sparkle. It's really the only way you can see it. So, I only needed these two for like, after I take this one off, let it dry more, and hold it down with just these small ones. So what we got here is we finished this part a little bit. I might have to re-glue this a little bit, just a little bit. And if you have one of these problems, yeah, you know what it is. Kind of sucks. There was a hair on that, but I had to fold this in because you saw I got paint on this one right here. That's what you should do every time. Shouldn't pick it up by the tail for now. I should let it dry out, but I got the front. It looks smooth. Hopefully I won't have to repaint it. It looks amazing. Little bottoms. I'm gonna smooth that out, don't worry. It looks crappy right now. But I think that's enough for this episode. Oops. And I'm going to next episode do the black part. And then I'm going to do the red part in the last episode, along with lacing. So, with the other side of blue, because the next episode is going to be a lot longer. Got blue there, blue there. This side looks fine with the blue. Looks pretty nice. The second coat I put on earlier. Wrong shoe, my bad. I thought I did put a second coat on the other shoe. I did. But I'll show you that next episode. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for next episode where I do the black part and the rest of the blue on both shoes. The other one's over there.